this will be a review because we've done all of this, but I wanted us to kind of look at what we've been learning in a real world way. Because what I realized when I was kind of planning out what we were going to do today, that everything that's with measurement and geometry, a lot of it, if you look at our anchor charts, a lot of it is definitions, which is kind of boring, right? Because you don't just walk around thinking about definitions. But the learning targets, and we've used these, we've learned these. I can use area and perimeter formulas to find for rectangles in real world problems. I can recognize acute, obtuse, and right angles. I can identify parallel and or perpendicular lines. I can recognize a line of symmetry for a 2D shape. Okay? I hung up our anchor charts as a reference for you. You also have notes in your math journal that you may use. So, let me explain what we're going to do. As I said, what I realized was this is just a lot of definitions. So I have real world pictures that you would see in your life. And each group is going to get a different picture. And there are questions that go with each picture. So you're going to work together. First, you're going to work individually and answer the questions. Then you're going to collaborate, talk together, and decide, learn from each other, decide what's the best answer for your group. And then you'll come up with that answer. Every person in your group is going to have a job. And your jobs are going to be, one person will be, I made a poster for them all so we wouldn't forget them. One person will read the question to the group. One person, after your group has decided on the best answer, will restate the answer. One person will write your group's answer, and then one person will report your team's answer, your group's answer, to the class using the document camera so that everybody can see the real world picture that your group answered the questions about. Okay? Everybody good with that? So, Malia, what I'd like for you to do, since Damaris is not here, would you go and sit in that group? That way our groups will be even if you'll go sit by Amaya. Okay? So before we get started, I want you to think for just a moment which of these 4 jobs, because each group has 4 people, everybody's got to have a job. You think which job you would be best at. Which one of these you think you could do the best job? Your group. Think about that for just a minute. Reading the question, restating the answer after your group comes up with an answer, writing the answer, or reporting your answer and explaining your answer. Think. Okay, now let's take about 1 to 1.5 minutes and you talk with your team about what job you want and y'all decide who's 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, y'all talk for a minute.
4. 2. Then. Okay, so I'm number 4. Malik, Hector's number 3. Who's number 2 again?
Leo, she's sitting at Leo's number 2.
Report to two answers.
Bailey said he was going to be 4.
I want to be number 3. Oh, how about one of us has to choose which one of the questions?
Okay, about 30 more seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna read the questions then. And you write your group's answer.
So 3. Tú vas a decir cómo vas a decir qué agarraste y vas a decir cómo lo agarraste. Todo lo vamos a hacer, así que no importa.
All groups ready? Give me a thumbs up as you're ready. All right, I have put in front of each group, there's only one because you're going to do this together, but you can see on your table, there are 4 places. So, your answer, everybody's going to get a Post-it note for your group. You're going to work the problem out. Abel's going to work the problem out for Abel. He's going to stick his right here. It doesn't really matter what square, but he's going to stick it on one of the squares. Thomas is going to work out Thomas's answer. And they're going to work out theirs. Then, you're going to come together. Compare your answers. Decide what's the best answer. Do you agree? If you agree, say, Abel, I agree. And let me add to what you said. If I disagree with Abel, I disagree. Let me tell you why I disagree. And we can work that out. Are we going to be rude to each other? No. Okay? Remember, we're here to build people up, not make them feel bad. So, your job is if your first person is going to read the question, you're going to solve it on your own. Then, when I say time, then or if you finish before the time, you decide what's your best answer for your group. The writer's going to write it. I've given you an extra Post-it note for the writer to write it down. Okay? All right. So, there's your card with the picture and all your Post-it notes. Darryl, you can pass one to everybody in your group. There's yours. Here's yours.
Picture is this.
Isaiah, you signed the word.
So pass the sticker.
Okay? So, whoever is the reader, job number 1.
Okay.
We got an extra one.
I got just the extra one is for the best answer. So put it in one of them. Everyone get
No, first we have to write them.
One is
Put in the Bible.
I'll read. Wait, do you have a pencil? Okay. Describe how the tables are arranged in the school cafeteria. Are the legs on the chairs bent at the acute or obtuse angle? The table has an area of 42 square feet. 12 students can sit at each
For this picture,
You write your answer.
identify a pair of parallel lines and perpendicular.
Then you look at everybody's answer together and you decide what's the best answer for your group. Because you and Isabella may come up with different answers. And then that's when you talk about it and agree or disagree, or maybe somebody just needs to be reminded about, I don't know, what about an angle? She might think it's acute and you might say it's obtuse, and then y'all gotta work out which is it. Then once y'all get your final answer, you can write down there, whoever the writer for your group. Yes. And then the reporter will report out to everybody.
Me.
That's you. All right, so get started. So Isabella's you're the reader.
I'm the reader.
No.
Number 3, I y'all figured out.
You number one.
Okay. Are you one of them?
Like it. Please help. Identify a line segment.
So would it be time now to maybe talk about the different You all got it?
Yeah.
You changed yours? Okay. Because I saw yours earlier. Okay.
What you get from number 1? Side to side.
Side to side.
Okay, hold on now. Jennifer, did you have side to side? Okay, so she has perpendicular, and y'all explain to her, I disagree, because, so why would she, if you think it's perpendicular and she thinks it's side to side, can you talk about that?
I disagree because I think she was on question 2, that she would be right on question 2, identify a line segment, and that's over there.
Yeah.
Segment would be from the side to the other side, and it stops there.
Okay, so what was your answer? Side to side? Okay. Were you looking at a different question? Okay. Okay, so see, you figured out why your answers were different. Okay? Y'all do a great job. Alright, Nathan, you start a picture from here. I'm thinking we'll be ready. Now slide it so he can see it. Y'all already answered them all? Okay, so you're comparing. Did y'all agree on all of it?
Because if we multiply 14 by 3, it's going to equal 42, and 42 is a whole.
Okay, so that was the answer to 3. To question 3? Okay, so what's your, you got the answer number 1 too? How are they arranged? What kind of lines are those? What kind of line? What kind of line? Talk about it. What do y'all think?
They're arranged parallel because these are straight, and parallel lines never touch.
Okay. So what? Now, do you agree? She says parallel. Do y'all agree with her?
Yeah, I agree because they are very straight. Because if they touch each other, how are people gonna fit?
Oh, how are people going to fit? Okay. So then number 2 says, are the legs and the chin? You already got it? You've already figured that one out. Y'all agree on that one? Okay. So who is your writer and all of that? So you're ready to write?
I'm reading the second, and she's third, and she's fourth.
Who's your writer? You're writing it? Okay. So she needs the blank one to write your group's answer. And how do we write it? Complete sentence. Good. I did. You need 5 more minutes. What do you think you're teaching? 5? Would 5 minutes be okay with everybody? Yeah. Okay, so 5 minutes.
So I be staying
Because that's what everybody agrees on, okay, guys, 2 minutes. Let's try to finish in 2 minutes.